I'm Matea Babcock, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you some basic riding tips to keep you safe so that you can have fun. I'm a rider biomechanic coach, and I've been doing natural horsemanship since I was 13. I don't know it all, but I love sharing with others what I've learned about horses. So in this video, I'm going to help you get started with riding and what to do when you first get on. One of the very first things that's super important to know even before you've ever gotten on a horse is lateral flexion, or you might have also heard this called a one rein stop. And what this does is it's basically how to stop a bolting horse, because we all know horses are dangerous and they can spook or bolt or buck or do something hairy at any time. So we need to be prepared and know what to do before that happens. So how to do lateral flexion. You lift your rein up, slide one hand down the rein, and close one finger at a time and pull that hand to your knee and drop your other hand to the saddle horn to push you back. That's really important to make sure you stay in the saddle. You don't want to just pull the rein around without pushing back, because that'll flip you out of the saddle. And then also a second way to stop a bolting horse is the ice break stop. This is what you would use if you're on a slippery surface like wet grass, pavement, concrete, where lateral flexion would cause your horse to slide out from under you, or if your horse is going really fast, also lateral flexion could cause them to slide out from under you. So you don't want to use that all the time. But the secondary one to that is the ice break stop, and it's really awesome. So you pull back with both reins and then out with one. Super simple, but so powerful and important to keeping you safe. And the next thing I want to talk to you about is how to ask your horse to go and how to ask your horse to stop. Now there's many different ways to do this, but what I like to do, since I don't really care for kicking, I like to just squeeze my horse with my legs and until he goes, and if he doesn't go with me, just lifting my energy up and squeezing with my legs. Then I'll take a crop or a stick and touch him on either side of the shoulders until he goes. That's a really awesome way to get your horse to go and very effective. And then how to get your horse to stop. I prefer to lift with one rein, and I'll tell you why. Because if you pull back with two reins, like most people teach you, that engages the hindquarters and empowers them to bolt or take off. So some horses don't do well with pulling back on two reins. So I like to just lift up with one rein and breathe out, sit back, relax, lift up on that one rein, and get my horse to stop. So what if your horse goes too fast or too slow? Well, if they're going too fast, you can just lift up on that one rein again and until they're at the speed you want, and then release. The release is what teaches. So keep that in mind. And then if they go too slow, then I would use my crop and touch them on either side of the shoulders, just like we did if they wouldn't go. And I would do the same thing for a gait transition. If I'm going from a walk to a trot, I just squeeze my legs and then touch on either side of the shoulders if they don't respond to my leg cue. And one last really important thing is hindquarter yields. Hindquarter yields are so powerful because all the powerhouse of the horse is the hindquarters. So if you can control the hindquarters, you can control the horse. So what you want to do to disengage the hindquarters is lift up on one rein and then slide your hand down just 5 inches maybe, or more if you need it, and close one finger at a time, turn your fingernails up and put your leg back behind the back cinch, or where the back cinch would be on a horse, until their hips move over. And if they don't respond to that, then I would take my stick and tap them on the hindquarters. So those are just a few basic things that will help keep you safe and make sure that you can have fun on your next ride. If you liked this video and want to improve your riding even more, I have just the thing for you. I put together 15 videos on how to improve your riding and how to become a safe, confident, balanced, and elegant rider. And who doesn't want that? So if you're interested, click the link in the description below to learn more and get started.